what do you do if the strategy you're trying to apply doesn't work? Okay, this is what we'll be looking into in this video. All right, now let us begin. Now you might find yourself in this tricky situation. All right, you open the market today, you want to trade even odd, but when you try and look for the perfect even odd market, you can't find it. Okay, you try to look for the perfect percentages, as some of you have seen in my videos. You try and look for it, but you can't find it, and you try and wonder, what do I do? All right, so do this, guys. All right, that is why I say every trader should have a lot of strategies in their arsenal or in their mind when they go to trade. All right, don't just teach yourself one trade type and then you tell yourself that you're ready to trade. No, do this. Learn all trade types, even odd, over, under, matches and differs, call and put, high and lower. Learn all of them so that in case you go into the market wanting to trade even odd, but you find that there is no perfect even odd market, all of them, they are just messed up, you'll shift to over under. If you go to over under, you see all over under trade types are just wrong, you go to matches and differs and so on. All right, so as a trader, always have many strategies in your pocket and always learn. Just because you know a certain over under strategy, don't think that is enough. Okay, always learn or always want to teach yourself. Okay, so if you open the market, let's say you want to trade even odd, you see even odd, no percentage is matching, leave it. Go to over under, look for the perfect over under market and trade it, or go to differs, or go to high and lower, or go to rise and fall. But don't rely on one specific trade type, okay? Because it can really mess you up, okay? And it might even delay your trading journey. All right, or if you're waiting for the perfect entry point and it can't happen, just shift. And listen carefully, if you have really looked at all of them and there is no market that is suitable, just leave and come back later or come back the next day. There is no need for you forcing the market, okay? Forcing the market is whereby you try and force your strategy. Just because you are told that a certain percentage should be above 12% and you see the percentage is at 11.7, you tell yourself that is enough. No, don't force any strategy. Remember, guys, those strategies that we tell you, all right, the percentages, the position of the green numbers, it's not a must that it should be like that. All right, you might even place a trade when it's not positioned like that. But the purpose for those strategies is to reduce the risk that you'll face, okay? The certain risk that you'll incur. That is what we want to minimize, and that is what we want to reduce, okay? So every time that you try and trade when the strategy has not yet been met or when the entry point has not yet been met, you're actually risking, because you'll be facing a higher risk, okay? Because anytime you trade following the strategy, you're minimizing the risk that you will face. So never force any strategy. If you see that all markets are bad, all markets are out of place, just leave the market politely and come back the next day, or come back at a later time during the day. But guys, I beseech you, don't force any strategy when it comes to trading. You will mess up, all right? So